Welcome to the channel, Recapped. Today we will see a 2010 South Korean action thriller movie named I Saw the Devil. Spoiler alert. A yellow school van, driving down an abandoned road, is shown at the start of the movie. It is also seen that one car is also there at the edge of the same road. That car is there because its tire has got punctured. There is a girl in the car named Joo-yeon, and she is talking with her fiancé, Kim-soo. Meanwhile, the van driver comes to her and asks her, "What has happened? Why have you stopped here?" That girl tells him, "My car tire has got punctured. I have called for a tow truck. And it will be here anytime soon." In spite of this, the bus driver insists, saying, "I will check your car tire myself." On the other hand, that girl's fiancé alerts him about that man through the call. Then he disconnects the call. The driver comes back to her and tells her that the car tire has been totally damaged. Now that girl says to him, "Thanks for your help. The tow truck will be here soon." Then the driver gets inside his vehicle. And we see that the driver does not start his van for a long time. And remain there with his vehicle. Now the girl starts to suspect his intentions. As soon as the girl switches on the headlights to check, that man attacks the car window with a hammer. And injures the girl, getting inside the car. Then he drags her down, and brings her along with him to a secluded place. When the girl gains her senses back, she discovers that the man is preparing to hurt and kill her. Realizing this, she begs for her life, saying she was pregnant. But that man showed no mercy on her. And gives her a very brutal death. After a few days of the incident, a boy finds her severed ear in a plastic bag. The cops were informed. And they start searching for more. The police recovered her body parts from a lake. That girl's father was a retired police chief. He grieved a lot at this incident, as he could not save the life of his own daughter, in spite of being a policeman himself. Her fiancé, Kim-soo, who loved her a lot, does not express his grief to anyone. He kept his pain to himself, and did not utter a single word. In the next scene, it is seen that Kim-soo takes a leave of 2 weeks from his job. He works as a special agent at the National Intelligence Services. And the next scene shows Kim-soo meeting with another agent, who gives him a GPS tracker capsule, saying that, as long as the capsule remains inside any person's body, one can find the location and hear the conversations he or she is having. Then we see Kim-soo meeting with his fiancé's father, who gives him the information regarding the suspects, the police eyes. He silently moves from there, collecting the details. Now Kim-soo starts looking for them by himself. It is also seen that he inquires and punishes 2 suspects out of them, and came to a conclusion that those 2 were not involved in it. Now he moves to the 3rd person. When he reaches the place where the suspect lives, he searches the place, step by step, and finds the belongings of some girls there. While searching further, he finds the engagement ring that her fiancé was wearing. Seeing it, Kim-soo becomes quite emotional, and gets his confirmation. The house belongs to the killer he is looking for. The scene changes and we see the killer, whose name was Jang. Jang is driving somewhere in his school van, taking home some schoolgirls. While a police party comes searching for him at the school, Jang receives a call from the school management, and when he sees the number he switches his phone off. Jang used to like a girl in the bus, and he wanted to abduct and rape her. Then it is shown that a girl is alone in the school van. Jang brings that schoolgirl to a vineyard, where he tries to seduce and rape her, but suddenly someone calls him from behind. He goes searching outside, hearing his own name. Jang finds Kim-soo there and asks him, "Are you alone?" But Kim-soo remains silent on this. Jang thinks he is a police officer, but he is surprised. How did the police come to arrest him that soon? Jang does not wait for the reply of Kim-soo, and he runs to attack Kim-soo while screaming. He is unable to harm Kim-soo, and Kim-soo beats him violently. Jang retaliates too, but not so violently. At the end of the fight, Kim-soo covers Jang's face with a large plastic sheet. Jang almost died, but then we see that Kim-soo leaves him. Then he almost killed Jang with the big rock but let go of him after thinking something. Kim-soo then shoves down the GPS tracker, given by his friend, through Jang's throat, and leaves from there. Jang finds money beside him when he regained his consciousness. He is left astonished, seeing the money. He thinks that Kim-soo is mentally ill. Then he leaves from there too. He finds a cab on the way. He takes a lift from a cab driver. But those people in the cab were also like him. They were going to dispose of a dead body after killing the current cab driver. There is a dead body in their car trunk. Then we see that Kim-soo is following Jang. Through that GPS tracker that had been shoved down his throat by him, being wounded, Jang moves to a pharmacy where he casts a glance at a lady. She is a young nurse. Jang starts to harass her. She requests Jang to leave her alone. But Jang does not allow her to go anywhere and starts abusing her sexually. At the same time, Kim-soo reaches there and he hits at Jang's head. Afterwards, he trashes him down mercilessly. When he is about to die, Kim-soo spares his life again, but cut his Achilles tendon in one leg. He then asks the lady to nurse his wounds. Then Kim-soo whispers in Jang's ears, "This is not going to end soon. The worst is yet to come. Just wait for it." In the next scene, it is seen that Jang gets out of the car while dragging himself, because his foot is badly wounded, and he is weeping bitterly. Jang starts to think about Kim-soo. How does he track his location? Who is he? And why does he want to kill him? Then he guesses that he might be a close friend of one of his victims. It is also seen in this scene that Jang has started to suspect that he has some trackers on him. He checks his shoes and vehicle, but found nothing there. So he drives away from there. He replaces his car. Then the scene moves to Kim-soo. Kim-soo receives a call from his fiancé's father. He asks him to stop chasing the murderer, and it will be the police who will take action against him. But Kim-soo did not want this to happen. He wants to give agonized death to Jang. Jang is seen going to one of his friends' houses. There was a man and a lady in that house. He is a cannibal and as brutal as Jang. Jang tells his friends about the whole ordeal that he faced. Then his friends tell him that the person is definitely a family member or friend of one of the victims you assassinated. Jang is thinking, lying on his bed, that who might it be? Suddenly, he visualizes the ring that Kim-soo was wearing. He recalls everything. There was a chained girl in the house where Jang was staying. Jang's friend brings her to the kitchen to butcher her and prepare her for his next meal. But Kim-soo arrives there before he could kill her. Jang's friend is surprised and asks him, "How did you come here without making any noise? How did you trace this place?" Kim-soo beats him brutally without replying to his questions. Jang also arrives there, hearing the noise. But Kim-soo does not let anyone go. He beats Jang's friend quite brutally. He beats Jang too with the same brutality. The next morning, police arrived at the house and arrested them. They are brought to the hospital first, because they are all badly wounded. Kim-soo's friend, who gave him the GPS tracker, comes to meet him in the hospital. Here Kim-soo's friend asks him to hand over Jang to the police. Kim-soo replies, "Not till he beats the shit out of Jang." Kim-soo's friend asks, "Is GPS tracker working good?" He replies, "Yes." Here Kim-soo's friend also tells him that the GPS tracker will continue to work until Jang suffers from constipation. Jang listens to this conversation while lying on his bed nearby, but he pretends to be unconscious as Kim-soo comes to him to check. Now Kim-soo again leaves him at some place where he might do some of his notorious activities, through which Kim-soo may teach him a lesson. But Jang does not get indulged in any such activities this time, because now he knows. He has a GPS tracker fixed to his body. And Kim-soo can hear his conversations too. He yells that I have never played such a game throughout my life before. And I know that you are listening me. Jang also yells that he will enjoy this game pretty much. Here Jang reveals some information, hearing which Kim-soo is left in great shock. Jang reveals by saying that now he knows the girl for whom Kim is taking a revenge on him. And, I want to tell you that the girl had begged to spare herself and her expected baby's life on that day. Which you may not know about. This was very shocking for Kim. Now Jang moves to a pharmacy, and in order to remove the GPS tracker from his body, he takes the drug that creates stomach problems, after purchasing it from there. Jang fixes that GPS tracker into the body of someone else, taking it out of his own body. And Kim-soo was unable to detect him. Kim-soo had no idea at all that after removing the GPS tracker from his body, what will he do? And where would he go? So Kim, straightaway goes to inquire Jeong's cannibal friend, who is admitted in the hospital. Jang's friend tells Kim-soo that you were perhaps unable to read his mind and he is going to harm your fiancé's family. He is not going to get affected even if you grab him then after. Kim-soo receives a call from his friend as he leaves the hospital. His friend tells him that Jang has recently announced that he is going to do something big. And he does not care even if he gets caught by the police after doing it. Here Kim-soo asks his friend to trace the location of Jang, as he drives ahead, getting in his car. Kim-soo gets too worried when he comes to know about the trace location of Jang. Here Kim-soo is confirmed that Jang is headed to harm Joo-yeon's family. When Kim-soo arrives at his fiancé's house, he gets deeply saddened by the scenario there. Jang has brutally injured the father of his deceased fiancé. And he has left her sister's naked body, somewhere on the streets, after killing her. Here we see Kim-soo repents, for not killing Jang in any of his previous encounters. Now Jang wants to surrender, because he knows that Kim Soo is going to give him an agonizing death. He reveals his location to the police by calling them. He goes to the location, for the cops to come and arrest him, while police are already waiting for him. But nothing goes as was planned by Jang. Kim Soo immediately dragged him into a vehicle before the police could arrest him. And Kim Soo brings him into the same house where Jang killed his fiancé before. Kim Soo ties him up at that place where he used to torture his victims. Kim Soo torments Jang too much and Jang is done with his suffering. He asks him, "Why don't you kill me? Kill me." But Kim Soo says that your death is not going to be easy. Your fate in death will be determined by me. Here you will feel the greatest agony of your life. And you yourself will face the pain that you used to give others. Jang requests Kim Soo, "Leave me alone. Don't kill me. You have already agonized me much." And Kim Soo replies to him, saying that you have heard all these words from the people you killed before, and now you are uttering it by yourself. So tell me, how are you feeling? Here Jang says to Kim Soo, "There is no pain in me. And you already know about it. Now I don't care if you kill me." Later, Kim Soo stands up and ties a string to the doorknob. And he shoves the other end of the rope into his mouth. Actually, there is a big blade hanging upside where Jang is seated. Jang will be killed if he speaks something, as he will lose the rope. The rope will also be broken if someone opens the door. A cab stops at Jang's house as Kim Soo leaves. It means that his family has arrived there to meet him. Jang wants to stop them so they may not open the door. But he cannot utter a single word because he will die if he speaks. And that blade falls on him as his family opens the door. He meets his end after getting his head severed. Here Kim Soo hears all the painful and fearful voices through the tracker that he has given Jang. Now he starts to weep loudly, because he has taken his revenge. But he misses his fiancé a lot. Jang, who himself was a devil, had also witnessed the devil at the end of the movie. The movie ends with this scene. Thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe for more.